recording. So after every session, so you are going to get a recording after the every session as well. Okay, so today's session is going to be start with the irrespective of coding and why we need a coding and all we are going to be discussed here. Okay, so the thing is we are discussing here the coding and beyond the core technical skills you need in 2024 and for next decade. So this is not only for this session. So we have done a many session for many training. So this is the common thing we are going to explain why we need this coding and all everything. Okay, so first we'll understand. Uh, okay, so what is the who are all eligible for a coding and all everything? So today, some people are from the technical background and some people are not technical background. So many scenarios are there. Okay, so today I am telling the how the coding need to be started and who are all eligible and what is the prerequisites to learn a coding. Okay, the first one is the coding and the beyond the core technical skills you need in 2024 and for next decade. Okay, fine. So first we'll understand uh, about a company. So we have the company name is Bitstream IO Technology. So this is the corporate training and consulting company. So here we are doing courses like Java, Angular, Monstack, React Native DevOps, and AWS Azure. Okay, so if you go for the portfolio, you will get what and all trainings we have done. Okay, so this is all about what we can say. These are all the trainings we have done. So now the core part here it will comes. So today's session is about we are going to be learn a coding and what is the prerequisites, what are the programming languages are in the market and how to learn this one. Okay, what is the minimum like a skill set and everything we are going to be discussed here. The first one is what what are the different types of jobs are available in the IT market. So that is we are going to be discuss here. Okay, the IT in the IT industry jobs there are different technical jobs are there. The one is the programming and software. Okay, so what is the programming and software in the sense? Let's say you are going to see the Zepto, Ola, Uber, and everything. All these are will come under the programming and software development and again they are going to be segregated different parts of applications and a web development. What is a web development? So anything that is visible on your browser, no? So that is called a web development. So that is like a web application, Android app. So these are all the web development we can see. The next is the data management and database system. So what does it mean in the sense? Data management with what? So you are going to be you are going to be create an account in a Facebook. Okay. So what it has going to be stored? Your all information, age, gender, and your post, comment, likes, video, audio, everything. It is going to be a store. Okay. So that is called a database management. It is like a cupboard. So as you like going to be keep your all clothes. So same thing, database management system. Here also you can go through it. So there is a SQL is there, MongoDB is there, Cassandra is there, Hadoop is there, Spark is there. And then network and infrastructure. Why we need a network? See, we are going to be communicate from the one locations to the another location. So how it is happening? So it is happening with a network, TCP/IP, and a DNS. So network means what? So one system communicating with the another system, how the data sharing and everything. So that is called a LAN, WAN, MAN. It is there. Okay, and cyber security. What is the cyber security? So you are going to be in the cloud. You are going to be operate your application. Let's say you are doing the SBI online transaction. So they have to give the security. So that is called a cyber security. So just I am giving a reference. Okay. So there also you can find the jobs and artificial intelligence and machine learning. I think you heard about AI, ML, deep learning, robotics and everything. So there is a machine learning thing is there. Okay, AI in the sense artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI means we are going to be train the model to act like this. Okay, so that is called an AI. So just don't go deeper way. So this is the sectors you are going to be get the job. So that is what I am going to be telling here. You no need to go for the full meaning. So just you understand where are the sectors I can get the job in the software development. The next is the mobile app development. What is a mobile app development? So mobile app development is there is a Android is there, iOS is there. Okay, so this is commonly known. If you open a Flipkart in a browser, so that is a web application. If you open a Flipkart in a Android device, that is an Android application. If you open a application in the iOS, so then it is a iOS application. The next is the IoT. What is the IoT? The IoT is the Internet of Things. Okay, what is the IoT in the sense? You might see the something automatic moving car on Wi-Fi or giving us some commands. So you are going to be deal with the hardware devices. So there also you can get the jobs. So these are all the different sectors. Different sectors you can get a job on the programming. Okay, the next, what are all the next sectors? And the cloud computing and virtualization. What is a cloud computing? The cloud computing is the one thing. Let's say your application is stored into some cloud. Can you give an example? Yes. So if you opening some browser what is Netflix.com. So where it is there? So it is there in a cloud only. So that is called a cloud and computing and analysis. And the project management. What is the project management? So in the big companies, what happens if you want to build a project? So there is a one procedure will be there. So requirement collection and UI design, backend design, database design, and integration phase. So all these are called a project management. Sorry. The next is the DevOps and the continuous integration and continuous deployment. So recently you might heard about DevOps, AWS DevOps, Azure DevOps, and all. What is mean? See earlier what happens? Whatever the application. Yeah, sorry, there are some requests are there. Okay, DevOps is there. Okay, DevOps might be heard uh, like that. So DevOps is a one thing. It is going to be continuous integration and a continuous deployment. What is the continuous integration and continuous deployment? So whenever you might see in the application earlier days, bank application, your server is or application down for some 12 to 2 or 12 to 3, something like that. So what does it means? Any changes is done to your application, they are going to be deployed into a server, newer version. So that time your application will be down. So that is called a downtime. But when it comes to the DevOps, you don't need a downtime. So continuous integration and continuous deployment. Okay. So don't go deeper way. So just understand where you will get the job. Cloud you will get, project management you will get, DevOps you will get, blockchain. So just I am giving a little bit brief information. So it doesn't mean like that, okay, you should know every line. No. So these are all the sectors being as a software engineer, you will get the job. And a blockchain. So blockchain is a one technology. So you might, I will give an example, share market. Share market is working on this blockchain technology only. So like that, Ethereum is there. So many blockchain technologies are there. And software testing and quality assurance. Why we need a testing? So if you develop a Flipkart application, so you need to test, right? So in the password field you are entering a mobile number, in the mobile number field you are entering a password. So these things should not be accepted. So that is called a software testing and quality assurance. So this is simple testing. Once you develop an application, so you need to test the application. That is called a software testing. So then data science and analytics. Why we need a data science? So you have a huge number of data. In the Facebook, let's say one guy, let's say something, who is yeah, Yash is or a Prabhas is going to be share the pic in the Instagram or a Facebook. So there are of lakhs together users. They are going to be like, comment, and comment or a comment, child comment. So you want to find the what is the exact how many likes and how many so they are going to be write a comment. Some are the positive comment, some are negative comments. So if you want to visualize the data based on their comment, so then you are going with the data science. Okay, so then user experience and user interface. What is user experience? So you might open the Flipkart application, Netflix, Hotstar, Zomato, Swiggy, uh, Zepto, like that many applications. So all application is having a UI and UX. UI means so user interface, UX means so that is the design we can see. So there also you can get the sorry. The next is the e-commerce and online business. So e-commerce is like that. Okay, what is the Flipkart is the one is there. Mm, like that eBay is there. So these are all the e-commerce application. IT and ethical legal consideration you can ignore. So till now, what and all I have discussed. So these are all the different sector you can get the job. These are all the trending now: programming and software developer, cyber security, web development, artificial intelligence and machine learning, data management and database system, mobile app development, network and infrastructure, IoT, or cloud computing, data science, project management, user experience and user interface, DevOps and e-commerce, blockchain and IT ethical and legal consideration, software testing and quality assurance. So these are all the up to 17 sector. This is a job market is there, present job market. Okay, so it is difficult to learn everything. So please do concentrate on anything called. So what we are going to do now is so this is the programming and software development. So this sector we are looking for. Okay, so here also this sector and this sector we are going to learn here. The next, so these are all the generic thing I am going to be tell. See, this is irrespective of coding. I am not explaining anything coding today. Okay, so just I am giving a brief of explanation of what is the IT market and what you have to learn, and how to learn. What is the starting phase we have to start? What is the next end phase we have to do? Okay. Next, so it is irrespective of a degree or whatever the degree you have, a computer degree, you have a diploma or PCA. So it not a matters. So it is a programming can done by anyone. Okay. The next is what is the application? So what is the application exactly? So application is since so I will give you an example. So every application is divided into front end, a back end, and the database. So what does it mean? I will just give one pictorial representation. So what is the front end, a back end, database? Okay, so I will give an example. You have a Facebook application here, and you have two fields: login and one more called registration, and you have a button. Okay, so this is called a front end. Okay, so this is called a front end. What is the back end? So actual back end we are going to be keep the business logic. What is the business logic? Let's say this is the back end. And what is the next one more thing is a database. Okay, I will take a one more thing called a database. So minimum application. So all over the world, so minimum three application, including three application. So we can say as a full stack application. Okay. First one will be front end and a back end and a database. Okay, just give an example. So just I will open a Facebook page or a what we can say Netflix. Okay, so Netflix I will open. So this is a Netflix application is open. The first one is what? So if you already registered, then you are going to be login. Let's say it is going to be ask my email ID abc@gmail.com. Okay, this is a my email ID. So here it is a let's say I will do let's say this is a Netflix application only. So here also I will give abc@gmail.com. Okay. So here I will click a button means what happens. So it is going to be hit to the backend. Okay, what is the backend will do? Here we will keep the business logic. What is the business logic? If he is an existing user, redirect to the dashboard or else throw an error. Okay, so abc@gmail.com is there. I will just click a hit enter. Okay, what it is telling? Sorry, something went wrong. Please try again. Who is giving this message? The backend is giving. So how is giving? So here what happens? The abc@gmail.com you are going to be hit to the backend. Here in the backend it is going to be check for the okay. It's the abc@gmail.com existing or not. Where it is there? Here it is a database. So here what happens? This is the front end. So I given a request and it is hitting to the backend from the backend to the database. So abc at the gmail.com. So it is hitting to the backend. So backend it is going to be checked. Oh, okay, if it is there, then you are going to be redirect to the dashboard. Okay. So here it is a what we can say a dashboard or else and if it is not there then just throw an error like that. Okay, sorry, there is a no data found or a something went wrong. It is going to be give this one. So overall we can say as a this is called a full stack application. So here it is, every application is divided into front end, a back end and database. So this is the clear picture. Front end is a one thing that is visible for you and the back end is so there you are going to be keep the business logic and here it is a database. Okay, so let's say I will give one more example. That example is your Facebook example. So Facebook, what happens? So you are going to be enter a username and password. This is the two text box will be there. Okay, uh, so you are going to be hit to the username and password. Let's say ABC and password will be something 1234 like that. Okay, once you hit here, once you hit in the login button, this username and password sent to the backend. This backend, what it will do, it will check for the ABC and 1234 password. Okay, this data is available in the backend, so then it is going to be stored into check for the database. If ABC and 123 it is there, okay, success, then it is redirecting to the dashboard. Okay, so this is your dashboard and it contains your username or user info, your likes, pokes, comments, and video share, profile, picture change, everything it is given to here. So this is called a what we can say a full stack front end, a back end, and a database. Okay, so this is the actual the market is having a very good value now. If you know front end, back end, database, then you are a jump in the market. Okay, so this is the generic things. So I'm not discussing any coding today. Just I am discussing about what is the language, what is the framework, what is the job market, what is the application, what are the programming languages are there, what steps you need to take. So that is what I am going to be discuss here. Okay, so this is okay. The front end and back end, everything is over. Okay, so here what happens? We got to know what is the front end and what is the back end. The next is what are all the programming languages are there. Okay, So the what is mean by full stack or programming languages? So as I told, front end, back end, and database. So this is including, we can say, as a full stack. Okay, so then what are all those? This one. So we have a specific languages for the front end, and a specific languages for the back end, and a specific languages for the database. Why we need these languages? So in the India, how many languages are there? Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, English, so many languages are there. Same thing, if you want to build an application, so you have a different programming languages. Let's say this is a common. See, we have a thousands of languages are there, okay, but these are all the world trending I have chosen. Okay, the first is a front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a Bootstrap, React, or Angular, or a Vue.js. So this is the common programming languages for the front end. The next is what a backend. So backend is we have a Java is there, .NET is there, uh, Node.js is there, Python is there, Deno is there, PHP. So if you want to do full front-end development job, so you have to learn this one and any one of this one. So you are not learning the whole thing, okay? So just you are learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, either React or Angular or Vue.js. So if you want to become full stack developer, the next is what a backend. So backend is what, again we have a Java is there, .NET is there, Node.js is there, Python is there, Deno is there, PHP is there. Okay. So you are going to learn any one language, or if you learn, if it is possible, some people will learn a Java, Node.js, Python also. Some people going with a Node.js, some people with Python. So it depends their interest and their career goal. Okay, so this is the front end and the back end, and a database is a MongoDB is there, Firebase is there, MySQL you might heard anywhere, and Oracle you might heard anywhere, and in the college days or somewhere, and a PostgreSQL. Okay, so these are all the database. Okay, is it possible to learn? So for me, it is difficult to all learn. See, learning is different. You can learn it, but being a professional and a perfect developer, so we need to choose some technical stack here. Okay, so there is a one technical stack out of these languages. So if you want to learn a full stack, so this is a full stack, this one. So here it is how many languages are there. Here we have so many languages for the front end, and here are the back end, and here it is a database. But here we have one common full stack programming. So here it is a one that is called a mean and merge stack. Mean means MongoDB, E for Express, A for Angular, N for Node.js. Here same MongoDB, Express, React. Then what is the front end? Front end, you are going to be learn HTML, CSS. Here it is a JavaScript need to become. Either you can do React or Angular. Why React or Angular? So I'm going to be explain why React and Angular. See, React is developed and maintained by the Facebook, that is called now Meta, and Angular is a developed and maintained by the Google. So these are all the big companies only maintaining. Okay, the next is what a mean and merge, that is called a backend. There is a Node.js. Here already we have learned a JavaScript. Here also we are learning a JavaScript. So why we need a full stack? First is a why we need a full stack. Let's say for a front end, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. Then you are getting a 3 lakh package. If you know backend also, again 3 more lakh is added here. Okay, 3 lakh for a front end, 3 lakh for the backend. And again, you know the database as well. 3 lakh, 3 lakh, 3 lakh. So, sorry. So 9 lakh it has happened. So you are become a full stack developer now. Okay. So for this front end React only, they are getting 18 lakh, 40 lakh, like that. It is there. It depends on the knowledge, and it depends on the company and everything. Okay. The next is what? Whether to start from the front end or back end. You have a questions like that, okay? So I don't want to learn one shot at full stack. First, I need to start step by step. I need to start from the back end, or I need to start from the front end, or I need to start from the database. Yes. Let's say I will give an example. You know about the backend languages, the PHP you might heard, Java you might heard, Node.js you might heard, or not Python you might heard, .NET is you might heard. Let's say you have a the Bangalore we have a 10,000 companies are there, 2,500 PHP, 2,500 sorry 2,000 companies PHP, 2,000 companies Java, 2,000 companies Node.js, 2,000 companies Python, 2,000 companies .NET. Let's say 10,000 companies are there. Each company doing their programming languages. But if you learn .NET, sir, I want to start with the backend, so I want to learn .NET. So here, your job availability will be only for a 2,000 companies. You can't say like that, sir. I know .NET, then I will do Python. It's difficult. But if you start a career as a front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, or a Bootstrap, here what happens? Your job availability for the PHP companies also, Java company also, Node.js companies also, Python companies also, .NET companies also. Your job availability for the all 10,000 companies, you have a open door for the front end developer. So here what happened? What I'm telling, the first start with the front end and go for the any back end. See, sir, which one I will suggest a Node.js. It doesn't mean like that, okay, oh, Node.js only popular. No. So every language and framework is having a pros and cons. Okay. That is called the advantages and disadvantages. So it depends on the scenario, what type of application you are going to be build. You want to build a e-commerce application, or if you want to build a banking application, or if you want to build a AI/ML type of application. So there is having a language specifications. Okay, so that's why I will prefer Node.js. If you want to do Python, so that is also very good. If you want to do Java, so that is also good. And if you want to PHP, okay, and .NET also, that is also good. But so first be perfect in a front end, then choose the back end. Okay. The next is what we are coming with the what is the merge stack. So I told about so just do front end and do a back end Node.js. So that is called a merge stack. What is a merge stack in the sense? React.js. React.js means so that is called a front end application. So this is we are going to be built with the React.js. Okay. Okay. So here it is a what you can say React.js. Sorry. So this is the React.js. What is a React.js? React, also known as React.js or React.js, is an open source JavaScript library developed and maintained by the Facebook. As I told, React.js is a JavaScript library. It is developed and maintained by Facebook. So build a UI interfaces. What is the UI interfaces? UI interfaces means so it is called a UI. What is visible for me? That is called a UI. So you have a login, sorry, username and password. Here it is a login button. Okay, so this is called a UI. So this is built with the React.js. The next is what a Node.js. Node.js is a commonly referred as a node. It is a open source server-side JavaScript runtime. See, open JavaScript, open source JavaScript. Here also server-side JavaScript. Front-end JavaScript, back-end also JavaScript. Learning the same language for the front-end and back-end is very easy. Okay, so that is the advantage and a React.js and a Node.js. So this is for the backend. So this part will be developed with the Node.js. Okay, so this is the React.js is for the front end, Node.js is for the backend. The next is the Express. What is the Express? Express is commonly known as Express.js. Again, it's a JavaScript only. Or simply Express is a fast and minimal web application framework for a Node.js. What does what does this mean? So Express it is going to be used with the Node.js. Okay, so here it is a Express is and Node.js are something like that as siblings. So why we need to communication it is built with the express. Take a request from the front end to the back end and send to the request to the database and take the request from response from the back database and here it is a response to the React.js. So Node.js and the express is the backend. And the third one will be MongoDB. A MongoDB is a popular open source, no SQL, no relational database management system that is designed for a flexibility, scalability, and easy of development. So here we are using the MongoDB. So this is called a MongoDB Express Node.js React is called a MER. Sorry. So this is called a what we can say a full stack of application. So this is we can say a full stack application. Okay, so why we need a database? Simple thing. Why we need a database? Simple question. In your home, why we need? Okay, this is for the front end. It is going to be show the data or view, login, registration, or update a profile, delete profile. Node.js and Express is for the backend logic. And why we need a MongoDB? See, from the past 7 years or 10 years, you are using your Facebook application. So you are going to be post, like, share, comment, and child comment, poke, or so many activities you are doing. See all your audio, video, text, images, poke details, and your information, where you visited, every details it is going to be stored in the database. So that's why we need a so what we can say a database. Okay, so this is the a database we can say. So database is something like that. It is a cupboard of your home. Why we need a cupboard? So you are going to be keep your clothes in an organized manner. So that's why you need a what you can say database. Okay, so this is what we have learned about the just understand what is the programming languages are there and which technical stack we have to choose. The next is what we are going to be learn why React JS only, why to choose a React JS only. We have other languages also. As I told here, so we have a other language as well. What is the other languages? So Angular is there, Vue is there. So we have a Vue.js is there, Angular is there. Why React only? So that is the common question. So if someone is asking why only React.js, we can choose other languages also. Yes, why React.js in the sense? So it is developed and maintained by the Meta. Meta means what? The Facebook company. So you are daily using the Instagram, you are using the Facebook, you are using the WhatsApp. All these three are built with the React.js only. And faster development. So how faster development you will get to know while learning the uh, React.js course. The next is the rich user interfaces. So you are going to build a rich user interfaces and a developer community. So developer community in the sense you have WhatsApp group, right? Your friends group and all like that. We have a developer communities. 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, 40 year developers they are available here in the community and trusted by the uh, great companies. Great companies means PayPal, LinkedIn, Netflix, Uber, and everything. So just I will give who are all using the what you can say React.js. I will give a just top 10 companies. Okay, you know Facebook, so that is the top one. Asana is a one more company. Netflix, so you know about Netflix, and Instagram. Everybody know this one. The PayPal, you know this one. Yahoo Mail, you know this one. Airbnb, so this is a one foreign application. Dropbox, you might heard. Code Academy, so this is a one application. So like that, see, it doesn't mean like that, okay, only 10 applications are there. We have a n number of applications. These are all the top companies in the what you can say like a Fortune 500 companies. Okay, so this is about why choosing the React in the sense. So it is developed by the Facebook and it is a big company and many big application is developed. So that's why we are using the React.js. The next is what are all the applications they have built. So Dropbox is there. So Dropbox means you are going to be store your files. That is why you are using a Dropbox. WhatsApp web version. You are going to be log in a laptop, right? So that is WhatsApp web version is built with the uh, React.js. And Instagram. You are going to be Instagram inside your laptop. So that is built with the React.js. The PayPal. So PayPal is like it's like I will refer something called a Paytm, like a payment transfer for the international banks. That's why that is also this one. And the Netflix is a, so there is a OTT application, so that is also built with a Netflix, React.js. And Uber Eats like a Swiggy Zomato type application, so that is also built with a React.js. And the Pinterest, it is like a online photo video and everything to storing, so that application built with a Pinterest. And a Facebook Messenger, you have a messenger, right? So that is also built with the React.js. Okay, so for that, these are all the big companies they are using this React.js. So that's why I want to go for the React.js. The next is okay. React.js is okay. Then why Node.js only? See, what is the common thing? The React.js I am telling you, JavaScript is common. Node.js, JavaScript is a common here. It means front-end JavaScript, back-end JavaScript. So you can learn front-end and back-end common language you're learning this. It's easy to learn. See, the applications built with the what you can say this one a front-end is a React.js. See, this is the front-end part. Okay, so this is the front-end part. It is built with the what you can say. Sorry. Okay, this is the front end React part I have explained here till now. So this is the front end part. Now I am coming for the back end part. So I will prefer a Node.js because PayPal and Netflix backend, LinkedIn backend, PayPal backend, Yahoo backend, Uber backend, Mozilla backend, GoDaddy backend. All these are built with the Node.js only. Why Node.js only I am preferring? Front end is a React.js, that is a React JavaScript, and backend is a Node JavaScript. So JavaScript front end, JavaScript backend. So learning curve will be very easy. The next is a MongoDB. Why MongoDB? We have Oracle is there, MySQL is there. Why MongoDB in the sense? See, MongoDB is a no SQL, but SQL is a structured query language, and it is a JSON type of a data structure is there. So you don't need to worry about what is a JSON and all. So while you are learning like a programming, you will get to know. Okay, so it is similar set of a little bit of a JavaScript. How and all I am going to be explaining the React.js training. Okay, who are all using MongoDB? The Google is there. Where I am coming here, so I am coming for this part now. So this part is for the Node.js, and this part is for the React.js, and this part is the MongoDB. So Google is there. It is using MongoDB. Adobe is using MongoDB. EA games you might heard about, eBay. So that is you might heard about e-commerce application. Thermo Fisher is the biotechnical gate is using the MongoDB. Gap, you might heard about a Gap like Gap brand in a t-shirt. SAP is a database, core database upcoming is the SAP platform as a services. Barclays is a banking, and Cisco, it is a networking application. KPMG, so this is a accounting software. Okay, so these are all the applications they are using the MongoDB. We have thousands of applications built with the MongoDB, but just I mentioned the top application. So if you want to see here, if you just go to the Google here, if you search for the MongoDB showcase, okay, what is the MongoDB showcase? See, it is our customer. It is going to be show here. You are going to be see the all the who are all the users they are using the MongoDB. Okay, so you can check the later also. See, Bosch and everything is there. These are all the industry people they are using. If you want to go for the software and technology, see, these are all the companies they are using. If you want to load more, so it is going to be load more. Okay, we have 1,000 companies are there. Okay, region wise, if you want all, if you want to go for the media and entertainment, Force is a magazine is there. You might heard if you want to go for the retail and distribution. So these are all the big Bosch you might heard about this one. Okay, these are all the big companies they are using the MongoDB. So this is the MongoDB for what? Database. What is a database? To store the data. What data? You are going to be store the login information, your profile pic, username and password, everything it is going to be stored in a database. Okay, next is what? If you know React.js, you can become a React Native app developer as well. Okay, so you have taken a see, you started a career with a front-end developer with the React.js. 2 year you have worked, then you are learner Node.js, then you are doing a React.js, Node.js, then you are getting a let's say like assume some 3 lakh and 3 lakh 6 lakh package you are getting, and you have learned a database as well. Then you become a full stack developer within a 3 to 4 years. Let's assume. Next what? Then you can build a Android iOS application as well. So you can build a Android and you can build a iOS application and you can build a web application. Okay. What is a web application? Web application www.flipkart.com. So that is I am opening in a browser. So this is a same Flipkart application I am using with the so where this is called a Android, this is the uh, web application, and this is called a iOS. Okay, so you might see the you have idea, right? So here Android, iOS, and a web application. So you already learned about a what we can say full stack developer. That is the pure JavaScript. Then you can build a Android iOS web application because of you know the JavaScript well. How? So there is a one more framework or a library we can say as a React Native. So React Native is a what we can say brother of a React.js we can say or a sibling of a React.js. So there also JavaScript, here also JavaScript. So Flipkart is having a web application is also there, Android iOS applications also there. Okay, the React Native is also built with the who the Facebook developer only. So that is a Facebook or a Meta. What are the applications? Everybody know about a Facebook, right? Every day you are using the your Facebook application at least once in a day. So that is built with a React Native. This is the official website of a Facebook of for the React Native. So this is the Facebook. The iOS and Android applications built with the React Native. So here, as I shown here, so Android, iOS web application. So what is the, if you know the React.js, we can become a React Native app developer also. How? Because that is a, again, JavaScript. You are a full stack developer by the JavaScript and you learn a little bit of React Native, some of the commands and basic principles. Then you can build a Android, iOS web developer also. Again, 5 lakh for the Android, 5 lakh for the iOS developer, you can get it because you become a full stack developer and if you become an Android iOS, you can add here 5 more lakh, 5 more lakh here. Okay, so this is called a what we can say the face. Just I'm giving a showcase, okay, and the Facebook ad messenger, iOS and Android. So this is the Oculus is there, Android and iOS. So desktop messenger, Facebook message that is also built with this one. So this is from the big company that is a Meta or a Facebook. You know Microsoft, everybody is using Microsoft Office. You are using the Microsoft Office in your mobile device, right? So that is iOS and Android is built with the React Native. Outlook, if you want to use in Android and iOS, that is also built with the React Native. Microsoft Teams, Xbox games, you know about the gaming, this one, and the Skype you may heard about and you have used this one. So that is also built with the iOS and Android using the React Native. Then coming to the Amazon, this is also a big company. So Amazon Shopping, Amazon Alexa, Amazon Photos, Amazon Kindle, Amazon App Store. So these are all the built with the React Native JavaScript. So these are all the different. I will give one more big application. So this is everybody know this one, Flipkart. So that is Indian based application. So that is built with the pure JavaScript, iOS and the Android application. That is a React Native. Okay. So like that we have so many applications, but just they have mentioned only few. These are all the big companies, billions of turnover they are doing. But those applications they have mentioned. Okay, so you can become a front end, back end, and a web developer also. You can get a 5 lakh pack, 5 lakh rupees here, 5 lakh rupees here, 5 lakh rupees here. Why? Because you are replacing the one more resource, Android developer job, iOS developer job, web developer job. So including all three members job you are replacing. That's why they are giving a more package and a more skill set you are learning. Okay. What is the common thing we are learning here? A JavaScript. The next is what? Conclusion. Okay. So this is I will brief one more time what and all we have done till now. So this is the main. This is today's session is about it's not about the coding. This is a pure generic thing. We are going to be discuss what is the programming languages, what are the sectors we are getting the job, and what are all the application. So everything. Okay, so these are all the IT sectors we are going to be get the job programming and software development, web development, data management, networking, cyber security, artificial intelligence, mobile app development, IoT and all. So these are all the different sector you are getting a job as a software developer. So that is a clear. The next is what is the minimum one application? So application is divided into three parts: front end, back end, and database. Okay, what is a front end? That is visible for anything it is visible for you guys, that is called a front end. So back end is they are going to be kept the business logic and a database to store the data. So that is clear. The next is what are all the programming languages are there? Programming languages are there. Front end is a HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, React, Angular, Vue.js is there. So these are all the still many languages are there, but these are all the top trending all over the world languages I have chosen. The next is which technical. It is difficult to learn all the languages. So at least what is the top category I need to learn it. So this here it is a HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and a React or Angular. So here we are choosing the React. The next is a backend is Node.js and a MongoDB or a Firebase is a database. So this is the technical we are going to be choosing for a full stack developer. And we have discussed about whether to start from the front end or back end, what is the advantages and what is the disadvantages we have, as I told. So this is this one. The next is who are all built with what is a merge stack. So that is a M for a MongoDB, E for Express, R for React, N for Node.js. So this is completing four, we can say, full stack application. So then why to go for the React? So this is a brand maintained by the Facebook, having a huge developer community and a rich user interface. Next is the applications made with the React. These are the top Fortune 500 company list. Out of there, we have chosen some of the application: Dropbox, WhatsApp web version, Instagram, Netflix. So this is the front end part, and the back end also same applications they are using Node.js. And the database. So these are all the applications built with the, or these are all the companies they are using the MongoDB. Then you become, once you become a full stack developer or good at JavaScript, then if you're interested in a mobile app development also, you can have an option of the React Native. So that is also from the Facebook. So base is JavaScript. The next is what? The conclusion. What is the conclusion? So we have to start with the career with the front end. What does it mean? See, this is a javascript.com. This is a over 27 years of a JavaScript. Okay, from the past 127 years, 14 lakh 44,231 libraries are there for only JavaScript. I'm telling. If you remove one, so that is called a React.js. If you remove one more, that is a 229, so that is called a React Native. So JavaScript, if you remove one bit, so that is a JavaScript we are going to be, that is a React.js, that is we are going to be learning. The base is a JavaScript. Based on that, they are going to be built a library framework and all everything. Okay, so that's why always you have to start with the front end. From the front end, you can choose a back end based on your interests and do some research and everything. The next is what? Easy to become a Node.js developer. Why? Because if you go for here, see here, why easy to become a Node.js developer in the sense? You learn the JavaScript in front end and you are learning the back end also Node.js. Why? See, if you see here, TensorFlow machine learning for web developer, these are all the Node backend is built with the Node.js only. Okay, so how and all you are going to be just have a look on this one. Okay, so this is the official website of a machine learning for a web developer, WebAM, Google for developer. This is if you just see here this YouTube channel. The next is what? Become a React Native app developer also. What is so as I already told, only one code. You are writing only one code, so that will suit for a Android, iOS web application. Okay, if I just go for the scroll view, so if you just see here, you are writing only one code, so that will suits for the Android, iOS web application. So you are not writing a separate code here. You are writing only one code base, so that will suits for the Android and iOS developer. So that is why I am telling you a JavaScript is a main thing. Okay, see here, this is a one code is there. You forget about what is the coding. So this one code, it suits for the Android device, iOS device, web. It means for a three devices, there is a one code base. Only if you written a one code that suits for the Android, iOS, web. So what is the advantage? Earlier they are having a Android developer separate, iOS developer separate, web developer separate. So if you know React Native well, then you can build an Android, iOS web applications aramse. Got it. So this is called a what you can say. Uh, uh, you can become a React Native developer also if you good at JavaScript. The next is you might heard about sir everyone telling that okay AI ML deep learning and all. So again this is a TensorFlow JS is there. So here it is you will get all the JavaScript TensorFlow modules. Okay, so these are all the AI ML projects are there. If you just uh, have a look when you have a free time. So this is the TensorFlow JS is the what is the common here? See here, JavaScript is the common here. Okay, so here this is the one what you can see. This is the AI model is there. They are going to be trained the model. Okay, so this is how it is going to be work. Okay, so this is all about what we can say, how to, what we can say, train the model. This is the pure JavaScript. Okay, so now what we are going to do? So you learn with the JavaScript, started with the career with the JavaScript, and you become a full stack developer as well, and you can become a, React Native Android iOS developer as well, and you can become a AIML developer also. And other frameworks are there. Then you can do blockchain also. So you want to build application like a share market type of applications, so then you are going with the again Node.js. Okay, so this is all about today's session. So why we need a full stack development, and what is the advantages, and what is the pros and what is the cons, everything we have discussed about. Okay, the next what we are going to do here, we are going to discuss about a something called what you can say. Uh, okay, so I will discuss about a little bit of coding. So what and all we are going to learn in the React.js training. The less I will take a note. what and all we are sorry, not this note, sticky note. Okay, what and all we are going to be learn this course. Okay, the first one is the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, hooks, and Redux. Okay, so this is the what you can say. We are going to be learn here. Okay, so what it contains. So this is the what you can say the front end skill set. Okay, so this is we can say as a front end a skill set. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, hooks, Redux. So this is the complete front-end developer job we are going to be uh, learn. So the last week only we have shared for the 2022 past guys. Okay, so there is a pure they are asked about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, hooks, Redux. Okay, they asked intro questions on this one. Okay, so then what are all the tools we required? So to learn to write a program, so we need a one code editor called a Visual Studio Code Editor. So how we have a Microsoft Word for writing a letter, we have a Visual Studio Code for this one. So this is a you will get a freely in the what you can say net. So then you have to install the, for if you have a Windows system, you can install the system installer you need to download. If you just click here, it is going to be download the .exe file. See here. Here the system installer. If you just click here, it is going to be download .exe file. If you have a Mac system, again you are just go for the this one GIF file or a CLI or a this one Ubuntu. Then you can just go for the a CLR, this one. So like that you are going to be download this one. Once you download, you are going to be get the then you .exe file, then click next, this is going to be installed. So then if you just go for a search here, search for the Visual Studio Code, you will get a Visual Studio Code app here. So just double click and you are going to be open with the browser. Okay, so then I want to open a new project. Okay, this is already it is installed and I am doing a one project. It is showing like this. So just you are going with the file, open a folder. I want to take a one folder. So here what I can say, Feb. I will create a one more folder called what is this one? Feb 2024. Okay, so I have created a one folder. So again, I want to create a HTML one more folder. So I will open this folder in the Visual Studio Code. Okay, why we need a Visual Studio Code? To write a code. So why we need a word? To write a letter or something like that. So I want to create a first file. So just you can click. Initially it will take some time because I have installed some plugins here. So that's why it is taking a little bit of time. So just to take a indexed one.html. Okay, index one.html. It is a because we are doing a HTML code. Okay, so these are all the some of the extension. It is there. You don't need to worry. So it is created. Just hit enter. Okay. So then I want to create a some HTML file, HTML and a head inside a head title. Welcome to React.js development and body. I will take a H2. Welcome to React.js development. program. Okay, development. Okay, so then we'll add a something called a paragraph. This is a simple para. You don't need to worry about coding. Okay, we are going to be discussing the detail. So just I want to go here. Uh, where is my code? So here it is a D. So I want to open my folder, right? Training batches and February 2000 HTML. If I just click here, it is going to be open my code here. So this is a simple one HTML web page. So I want to apply a color. How to apply a color? So just I want to apply a style. So I will add a background color. So something called Aquafina. Save it. Reload it. Okay, so this is the by tomorrow onwards we are going to be discuss about the actual coding part. Okay, so today's session is about a demonstration. So some people are going with the recorded video, and some people are going with the because working professionals are there, and some people are online attending, some people are offline attending. So this whatever we have explained here till now. So if you have any questions regarding this any topics or anything, so you can feel free to ask me a question. Okay, so anyone is having questions here? Anything that is not related to technical or not technical, whatever the thing. So you can ask the any type of questions if you have. Okay, fine. So if you don't have a questions also, you can later also you can ask me to like if any questions or something like that. Okay, so then what is the course content I will explain here. So here we have a more technical train content. So here it is for the HTML and CSS and the JavaScript. So this is we are going to be thoroughly we are going to be go through every concept deeply, and we are going to be start with tomorrow this HTML. Okay, fine guys. So today is a demo session. It is for 1 week. This is a demo session will be there. Please do attend. Then you can decide. Okay.